Walls. I dreamt I met a little girl with wild blonde hair and pink shorts, exposing her tanned legs, their knees scabbed and recovering from childhood activities, a layer of dirt and dander over her body from playing outside, completely freckled. Her features were smaller than I remember, and she was so skinny. She didn't trust me at first. I looked her over and tried to remember what it felt like to be her age. She couldn't have been older than 5. When I put my hand on her knee, she winced and recoiled. Her legs were so thin I could see the joints and bones, and when I peeked further up her shorts, I noticed her thighs were completely bare. Just bones, no skin, muscles, or ligaments. I looked back at her face and tried to control my reaction so as not to startle her, as though she had no idea her condition. But she knew. Of course she did. "She's fine," a woman's voice whispered. Something loud, plastic and hard, fell to the floor and clattered apart, like a remote control losing its batteries, and she took off. "Wait," I offered, hopelessly, met with an echo of a door closing. A scarab beetle flew clumsily around the room, bumping along the walls and furniture, occasionally landing on me but flying away before I could reluctantly grab it. I felt its scratchy legs on my skin. It finally landed in a corner, and I got a closer look. Its iridescent wings looked like jewels. My nephew was sitting on the couch playing with an iPad, and I hadn't noticed. I went to him and apologized in case I'd said anything too adult. "What are you playing, Angel?" I asked. "Chess," he quipped. And indeed he was, precocious as he is. He is the most otherworldly, intelligent, beautiful little boy I know. And we sat there quietly together, him watching the screen's moving pieces, me watching his heavenly face. Legs healthy and intact, he deftly scooted closer to me. "I miss New York," I whispered, to no one in particular. "I know," he said. Then, as though conjured by its mere mentioning, I was walking down a desolate sidewalk, apartments and skyscrapers towering over me, the smell of garbage and expensive perfume, exhaust, cigarettes, and the sun baking the sidewalk, a distinct, pungent aroma unsurpassed by anywhere else I've ever lived. I find myself in the same apartment building I always do, though it is only familiar in my dreams. I've never lived here. It's several stories tall and dozens of units. I don't know which one is mine. I eventually find my old apartment, and it's dark and empty, save for a few random forgotten items. A coffee mug, a dish sponge, dirty doormat. It smells of paint and faintly of how it did when I lived there. Sweet, faintly of cigarettes, stale booze, wood, and the window air conditioning unit filtering in the outside smell of neighbors cooking in the sun. It is nearing autumn. I'm not supposed to be here, and sense I won't be alone soon. Perhaps a young woman and a handsome realtor will arrive soon to show the apartment, so full of possibility in life, brimming with excitement as I once had. But for me, this apartment feels like failure, and one-night stands, and horrendous hangovers, and hating myself so casually. Its musk permeated the drywall and layers of paint. Bad things happened here, and they linger like phantoms. I see the ghost of a woman punching a hole through a wall of snow so she can smoke out the fire escape. Another sleeping in the bathtub with all her pillows and blankets. And another painting, growing frustrated and resigning herself to a bottle of Bullet rye whiskey, then vomiting matter-of-factly and leaving to go play pinball somewhere. By around 5 a.m., all three ghosts converge into one opaque being, and she rests, but just for a little while.